Biology Chapter 2 Review. Definitions. Cell theory. A theory that all living things are made up of one or more cells. Cells are the basic unit of life. All cells come from pre-existing cells. Prokaryote. A cell that does not contain a nucleus or other membrane-bound organelles. Eukaryote. A cell that contains a nucleus and other organelles, each surrounded by a thin membrane. Organelle. A cell structure that performs a specific function for the cell. Nucleus. Roughly spherical structure, contains the genetic information that controls all cell activities, which are stored on chromosomes. Cytoplasm. Jelly-like liquid that all the organelles inside the cell are floating in. Mitochondria. Cells store energy as sugar. Mitochondria are like power plants that turn the sugar back into energy for the plant to use. Golgi bodies. Collect and process material to be removed from the cell. They also make and secrete mucus. Endoplasmic reticulum transports materials throughout the cell. Basically, it assists the cell. Vacuoles. They serve many purposes. They can store substances, remove unwanted materials, and maintain internal fluid pressure. Animal cells may have many small vacuoles. Mature plants usually have one large central vacuole. Cell membrane. It is a flexible, double-layered membrane that supports the cell and allows some substances to enter while keeping other substances out. Ribosome. It is the maker of protein. Cell wall. Found just outside of the cell membrane, it is a rigid but also porous structure. Provides support to the cell and protects it from physical harm. Chloroplast. They give the plant its green color. They also are the organelle that carries out the process in plants known as photosynthesis. Asexual reproduction. The process of producing offspring from only one parent. The production of offspring that are genetically identical to the parent. Sexual reproduction. The process of producing offspring by the fusion of two gametite. The production of offspring that have genetic information from each parent. Cell division. Diffusion. A transport mechanism for moving chemicals into and out of the cell, from an area of higher concentration to an area of lower concentration. Concentration. The amount of a substance present in a given volume of solution. Osmosis. The movement of a fluid, usually water, across a membrane toward an area of high solute concentration. Cell cycle. Cell cycle. The three stages: interphase, mitosis, and cytokinesis, through which a cell passes as it grows and divides. Interphase. The phase of the cell cycle during which the cell performs its normal functions and its genetic material is copied in preparation for the cell division. Mitosis. The stage of the cell cycle in which the DNA in the nucleus is divided, the first part of cell division. Cytokinesis. The stage in the cell cycle when the cytoplasm divides to form two identical cells, the final part of cell division. Daughter cells. One or two genetically identical new cells that result from the division of one parent cell. Chromosome. A structure in the cell nucleus made up of a portion of the cell's DNA condensed into a structure that is visible under a light microscope. Chromatid. One of the two identical strands of DNA that make up a chromosome. Centromere. The structure that holds chromatids together as chromosomes. Prophase. The first stage of mitosis in which the chromosome become visible and the nuclear membrane dissolves. Metaphase. The second stage of mitosis in which the chromosomes line up in the middle of the cell. Anaphase. The third phase of mitosis in which the sister chromatids separate into daughter chromosomes and each moves toward opposite ends of the cell. Telophase. The final phase of mitosis in which the chromatids unwind and a nuclear membrane reforms around the chromosomes at each end of the cell. Cancer. Cancer, a broad group of diseases that result in uncontrollable cell division. Tumor, a mass of cells that continue to grow and divide without any obvious function in the body. Benign tumor, a tumor that does not affect surrounding tissues other than by physically crowding them. Malignant tumor, a tumor that interferes with the functioning of surrounding cells, a cancerous tumor. Metastasis, the process of cancer cells breaking away from the original primary tumor and establishing another secondary tumor elsewhere in the body. Mutation, a random change in the DNA. Carcinogen, any environmental factor that causes cancer.